Yeah. I want to welcome y'all to the ArthurJ84 podcast. Let's get it. Just sit back and let it breathe. We coming with more heat. You only get one shot. You shady or maybe not. You capping, we laughing. We on a mission. Now listen, we making statements and stating some of opinions and some of fact. So sit back and just relax. All the bull don't get no slack. We bringing it back to back with a swag and a class act. It's levels to this, and the truth will show who your friends are. That hate you won't get far. So be great. Let's debate. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm Arthur J.
And I'm Taurus Adele.
And we back with another episode. Hurt people, hurt people. Don't take this out on me. You know, we gonna really get into this, man. It's so many times that I've seen in my lifetime where a lot of people react off of hurt. You know, I've seen many situations just recently where you have an individual that is in a marriage and the spouse has been fooling around. Mm-hmm. And the individual is reacting off that. And I was just thinking to myself, like, man, hurt people really hurt people. Mm-hmm. Because you're not doing it because you really want to do it, or that's just your DNA to do it. Because to my knowledge, this individual made it clear that, you know, I never stepped out, but they seem like they trying to do that now. So not to just stay stuck on that so much, but I'm just using an example of, and that's just one example of when people react to things that's hurtful to them, they don't think about how that don't heal your wound. Mm-hmm. What it does is just you picking at your scab. Mm-hmm. You picking at it, and you making it worse instead of just putting the medicine on it and letting it heal, so it won't spread and it won't look worse than it did before. So I want to tie you right in on that. How do you feel about, you know, the way people respond to something that they're hurt by?
Okay. So first question I'm gonna have for you is it the individual that hurt the person, or was it prior to that individual? You know?
That's a good question. To explain it more, their spouse was already messing around.
Before. Okay.
Was already messing around. And then this individual, out of being hurt from their spouse messing around, they're trying to do the same thing.
Okay, so it's like a revenge type of ordeal. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Okay. So in that case, nothing comes good from doing wrong. Mm-hmm. You know, at the end of the day, if you can't get over something, revenge never ends well. Revenge never ends well, whether you feel like you got away for the moment with the revenge, but something's going to catch up with you. So at the end of the day, if you're still hurting from something, wouldn't it be easier to let that spouse go? And I'm not saying, you know, I'm definitely not for divorce. You can ask my wife. I never preach about divorce with any couples. You know what I'm saying? I do preach if you're going through abuse, hey, you need to get out for as physical abuse. But at the same time, like, if you seeking just revenge, basically to get back with somebody because you're hurt and you want them to feel that same pain, man, it's just best to live your life, because right now you're being hostage to the situation of your pain. You know what I'm saying? So where are we going with it? Do you want your marriage to work, or do you want to just make that person feel the same thing you feel? And then what is that leading to? You're still in the same boat. Yeah. You're tied to somebody. Still, where are we going with it? You know?
Yeah, you know, and you're so right, man, because it's that revenge thing, and that, you know, people feel like that's gonna make them feel better. I heard people say that all the time, like, you know, I ain't feel better until I got them. Okay, you got them back, and then I seen you was still mad out your mind. You know, you look like it just still stuck on you, because anybody you get in a relationship with, now you trying to hurt them in some kind of way, even if they're not doing the same thing that the previous person that you was with that hurt you did things. So it's like, you hurt and you trying to hurt people. I've seen people try to destroy different individuals based off of something that happened to them as a kid.
Yeah.
And it's like, this person ain't got nothing to do with the hurt that happened to you in the past. It's one thing for you to want people to understand what you've gone through, but that's not a way for them to understand it by you hurting them.
Yeah.
Talk to them or tell them, hey, I'm mad as hell.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off. Like, okay, we getting somewhere. Because you ain't doing something to me. You expressing yourself instead of just acting out.
Mm-hmm.
You acting out and you doing you're trying, you hurting other people in the process of you still being hurt. You need some healing, man. You need to really, get some healing in some kind of way where you can be able to move on and not have this burden on you or have this dark cloud over your head and you can't even enjoy life.
Exactly.
How you feel about that, man?
And like I said, like at the same time, you're being held hostage to a situation that you was wrong and you're hurt. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to still be hurt. Don't just patch it up like you over it and then keep going like everything is cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let that spouse know I'm still mad about that. And that give them a choice to say, well, you never going to get over it. You can end it. Or if you're not going to get over it, I can end it, whatever the case may be. But just be honest, because at the end of the day, I'm going to use a sports analogy. You're talking about revenge. It's always the person that get retaliate is the one that get caught. Mm-hmm. So when I say this and being married or being a spouse, yes, your spouse may have cheated on you. The world might not even know, but you stayed, right? Now you cheating on them. Now you're dirtying up your name because she might or he might not be able to take that same pain that you took. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now you take a chance to tarnish your name for revenge. When it's better to say, okay, that person was wrong, and this is why we didn't last. But you'll rather take the chance to ruin your name and your reputation, and the next person that maybe comes along might look at you as a cheater. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If that don't work, so why take that chance? So it's all about sometimes who. It's not. We're not kids. This is not tit for tat.
Right.
We're not kids. We're adults.
Man,
you want to talk about it and move forward, or let it go.
Yeah, let it go, man. So, let's touch on that.
Because at the end of the day, it's a thin line between love and hate. You might been able to survive just pissed off, but that person can't take that same hurt.
Yeah.
Think about it.
It's just, you ever thought about when you hurt other people because you hurt, all that's doing is just creating more hurt, more pain? At what point? What point are you going to be willing to sacrifice and leave whatever it is that's causing you to hurt even more? Even though you may think that by me hurting this person or I'm doing this so I won't get hurt. Okay, you're trying to prevent other hurt from coming, but you still haven't gotten over from this first hurt that happened 20-some years ago, 15 years ago, 5 years ago. So at what point are you going to leave that alone and come to the mindset of like, you know what? Just because this person hurt me, just because that person hurt me, and we both have been hurt in our life. But what does it bring us to hurt people because we hurt?
Exactly.
Hurt people, y'all.
And it goes nowhere. It's a revolving circle. Mm-hmm. Like, what we doing? Again, what are we doing? Tit for tat. Now you did it, and she doing it, and he did it, and you do. No, man. Yeah. I'm too old for that, man. I'd rather be by myself than to keep going back and forth with tit tat. You know what I'm saying? You cheating on me back and forth. We can work through a lot of things. But what we're not going to continue to do is keep hurting each other in a way of disrespect in each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
What's the point?
Right. And you're never going to be able to solve anything from hurting each other. It's so often that when people first meet somebody, whether it's friendship or whether it's relationship, we ignore a lot of things that show us that, okay, they haven't gotten over, we see the hurt in them, but we ignore it and we'll just be involved with them, whether it's friendship or whether it's relationship. And we see all the signs, all the red flags of, hey, this person is not ready to even have a friend yet. This person is not ready to be in a relationship yet because they still they holding on to so much. Like one little thing, they're gonna blame me for something that to them it reminds them of the past.
Yeah.
And you could be trying to be the best person that you can be, but because they still holding on to that hurt, or you have innocent people that get hurt based on somebody who is hurt. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say that again for the two people in the back that didn't catch that. You'll have innocent people that'll get hurt based on the people who is hurt. You know what I'm saying? And they still holding on to the fact that this person did this to me, so now I'm gonna make sure, this don't ever happen to me. And so that mindset they have, I'm gonna make sure this don't ever happen to me. Instead of humbling yourself and just be watchful, you doing things to people, man. You know what I'm saying? You violating them. You okay, now I finna just, I've heard some women say, I finna just go be like, I'm finna be like the guys be.
I done heard that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, like, why lower your standards because for something that some idiot did.
Point,
yeah, you want to prove a point. So now you want to do what the guys do, but now that hurt is fit to build up even more and more.
Tarnishing your image off of what somebody else done.
Yeah.
Now you never know what just sticks with you, but you got to face that. If you go down that road of revenge or whatever, you have to face that. You know what I'm saying? The tarnish that could come behind that.
Right.
So at the end of the day, and with you saying flats, at the end of the day, a lot of mature people that slowed down and don't move so fast easily peep those signs. Oh man, this person still hurt when you're getting to know somebody.
Right.
And that's how you end up falling maybe in the friend zone, what they call it. You know what I'm saying? Because a person not finna take that chance, a wise person ain't finna take that chance when they could see in you. If you're on a date and you're just talking about your ex or you're trying to bash your ex, it's clearly you ain't over your ex. You still hurting. So why would I take that opportunity to try to date you knowing you still stuck on what happened with your ex? It's okay to talk about it, but you don't want to talk too much to the point that it comes off as you're still being bitter or you're bashing your ex. You know what I'm saying? So
right. Man, I had I'm single, man. I've had situations, small situations of me recognizing hurt in another person where I text them trying to get to know them and then they start acting funny towards me. And here it is, I'm being what I think every woman would want a man to be, is respectful. Try not to just, dog you out. Just try to be real. And it's many times, that's why you see me smiling. It's many times.
I know it's the story.
I know it. It's many times. Let that breathe. Let that breathe. It's many times where these same women will be crying. How they got hurt. How a man dogged them out. How a man did this and that and the third of them. And I'm sitting back in the cut. They don't see me. And I'm looking like, just imagine me sitting in the audience and them being on stage and saying, yeah, this guy did this to me. This guy did to me. And just use your imagination of me sitting in the audience with my arms folded with a look on my face that it look right now. Like, really? 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 That's what we doing? You gonna cry about somebody doing you so wrong. But times when I get back into what I was saying, times when I be texting, you ignore me. Times when I've offered to take you on a date, you didn't want to do that. But you was acting like we was all good and we was all cool. There's many times that I feel like that was just some, playing me. You making me feel like it was going to grow to something. But because I found out your history, I'll be like, oh, hurt people. You looked at that as being small. I had one girl tell me.
What she said, Arthur?
She said, I said, she was no longer married no more. She was single. She was no longer married no more. So, as time went on, I didn't want to approach her right away, but time went on. I was like, hey, we known each other a while.
That's how you came off, all smooth like.
You making me laugh, man. I mean, I was just real. I wasn't even trying to run a game or nothing. I just talk. If I try to run game, man, just a side note, I'm gonna sound corny. I tried it in the past as a young age. When I try to, I might as well say, hey, you can catch a fish without a hook, girl. I might as well say something like that, man. If I'm trying to run game,
do that. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I leave that alone. I just, hey, if you ever get a chance, we should go get something to eat. You know, I'll take you out on a date. And she acted like she was all for it. She kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Instead of just being honest, if you ain't with it, you ain't with it. You know? But here's the thing that really pissed me off. It's not the fact of you telling me no or telling me, you know, I'm good. But she told me, she said, I'm working on me. Now hold on before you say that ain't nothing bad with that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing bad with that. Okay. But I'm gonna show you what was really lame about that. Maybe a couple of days later, you out having drinks with guys who you work with.
Okay.
So I'm thinking to myself, we known each other and we was close. We was close. I'm thinking, you know, you said I'm working on me, so that means that eliminates everybody. Because I know when I say I'm working on me, if I tell you, yeah, we can do that, but right now I'm working on me. Why not be honest to say, you know what I'm saying? Just say what it is. Because I'm not your boyfriend.
I'm not feeling you like that.
Yeah.
No hard feelings.
No hard feelings.
Cool.
Listen, your cousin, give him a shout out, JR Byers.
Hey, cool.
Told me a long time ago when I was little, I was liking this girl, and he said, bruh, and she wasn't, you know, giving me a time to date. Now, she was way older than me, but I was, you know, I had a crush then.
Yeah, all right.
But he taught me a long time ago, he said, bro, everybody get this. He said, don't let that phase you. Everybody get this. So you dissing me don't phase me.
It's not everybody ain't for everybody.
Right.
Period. So,
but don't make it seem, here's the significant part of it. Don't make it seem like you with it. With simple going, that's the part that I'm mad about. It's not the no part, but it's you made it seem like, yeah, we can do that, but right now, you know, I'm just focusing on me. You know, right now I'm just focusing on me. And then I'm like, shouldn't that mean that for, you know, I'm no hater, but shouldn't that mean that for other guys that you would just, but the reason why I took it so personal, because I'm like, you always cried to me about, you know, your past, which I'm not gonna get into it, but you always cried to me about things that you went through, how you was treated. And I would respect it better if you was like really being to yourself and you just was straight up. But the fact that you making me feel like, so that made me feel like I don't mind chilling with other people, but I don't want to chill with you. Just say that. Yeah. Just say that. I know that sound, people may say, that sound mean. Who gonna say that? A real person. A real person like me will say that. You know, because it you know, I don't want to take up so much time, but go ahead, I'm gonna tie you right in.
And the thing about your story, you know what I'm saying? Yes, come on, man. I'm okay with rejection if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you say she talked to you, right? She seen the person you are. You know what I'm saying?
She know me.
She might have told you a little some stories that she left out, that she wasn't doing good, and knowing that you was a good brother, she knew. She wasn't going to add up to what the level you was at. You see what I'm saying? So instead, she took the other approach and
avoided it all.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, and then like I tell you a lot, man, you're a good guy. I think you're a great guy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that bad boy image, or you might not indulge in some of the stuff that they might like. You know what I'm saying? And they sometimes a pain freak keep choosing the same type of guy that they said that hurt them anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And choose that same caliber of guy. You know what I'm saying? Or I seen men and women say, oh, I want a good woman. Oh, I want a good man. But don't be ready for that good woman or that good man. So at the same time, just count it as a blessing, because it's obviously this young lady probably wasn't ready for a good man to enter her life. You see what I'm saying? So,
and
count that as a blessing.
Man, you said it. What you said was powerful. Here's the thing. I was only looking at it as a friendship.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. I wasn't even trying to be your boyfriend.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to be your husband.
Let's keep it real.
I was just trying. Right. It was just a thing that, like I said, this is not a person I just met.
Yeah.
We knew each other. So I'm like, okay, you know, you not in your situation no more. You know, months, 3-4 months, whatever, how many months it was, done passed by. You're divorced. So I'm like, we known each other. I'm just like, let's get something to eat. That's we you know what I'm saying? We
She didn't want nothing to eat. She wanted you to say you
cool,
want some cutty. That's what she was on.
That's a whole nother.
I'm gonna switch that dynamic, man. And like I said though, hurt people, right?
That's
you
what
know
I
what
was
I'm saying.
getting to it,
And
man.
people don't be over their exes. If she done told you all the bad stuff, y'all just genuinely talking and you taking it as a friend, but she's telling you all the stuff probably that the guy did, Why you still talking about it? You say you don't know why. Why you still? Because you're not over that person. So count that as a blessing as well.
And see, my thing is, it made me feel singled out, and because it's like, if it was everybody you was doing that with, I can understand it. Sure. But the fact that a couple of days later, I'm seeing online.
Did you say something to her?
No, I didn't, because at the end of the day, it's like action speaks louder than words. I go off that quick. It's like, okay, it's clear. But I always I didn't stop speaking whenever I see this in it.
I'm slick, I'll be like, I see you. I let you know just. I feel you. I feel you though. But I ain't tripping, but I see you.
You got to see me. The way our situation was, and I'm trying, because I know some people gonna watch this who be like, what are you talking about? But people who like from out of country, out of states, they ain't gonna know what we talking about. But people that's in our city, that was in our circle once, they'll know. But my point is that, we about to wrap it up soon, but my point is that hurt people, and it's no level to hurt people. I want to tie you right back in on that is, how do you feel about that on that from the smallest level? Because we can say the big things, but the smallest thing of something like that, because I look at that small, I felt how I felt, but that wasn't like you shot me or you blew my car up or you tried to kill me.
As a man, I've never been the one to be mad at rejection.
Right.
Everybody, you're not for everybody. I think I'm pretty handsome, but somebody could say I'm pretty ugly. That's their opinion, and it's cool. I'm gonna keep shooting my shot because eventually I'm gonna make it. But at the same time, I might, cause me and you was cool. I might feel like, hey man, I probably would, me personally, say something, man. You could have just told me the truth. You weren't feeling me like that. But we cool. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'll be lying if I say I'm only human. Would my feelings been hurt a little bit? Yeah, cause you acted like we was better than we was, but at the same time, on a small note, each his own. It's probably a blessing in disguise. Once I wrap my head around it and be like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
yo loss.
Right, absolutely, man. And like I said, it was such a small thing, but it was just it was like I said, I go off of what people do, because people can say one thing, but their actions will show something totally different. Yeah. I've learned that several times, just living in life as a man, because women go through it all the time as well too. Not just how people. I'm not trying to get nobody to feel sorry for me sharing my story, but I'll just give an example. And but I see women go through that a lot too, where a man could be hurt about something, and then he's steady just trying to dog this woman out. Here, this the innocent woman, she going through, she got herself together. She's a good woman, and here it is, you mad because your dad was never in your life, or because you got a bunch of baby mamas that's giving you a lot of hell, or whatever the case may be, and you taking it out on this woman, and now she got to put up with the pain that you keep on carrying. Let that pain go. You holding on to pain that is weighing you down, and you can't even get nowhere. You can't even move forward because you holding on to something.
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell you real quick before we wrap it up, how you feel about letting things go
in order to move forward. And I know I'm saying, and I'm talking because I'm not going through anything. It's hard sometimes, but you must do it to move forward. Absolutely. Let it go. It's more easier to let it go than hold on to it, and you're not doing yourself any justice or the other person that you're involved with. So just let it go.
Yeah.
What your boy say? LIG it. Let it go.
And I'm just gonna say, even if it come across your mind in life on what somebody has done to you, we've had another episode, and y'all need to check that out if you haven't seen it. when we were speaking on forgiveness and everything. What was it? Am I forgiving you? Is it for me or is it for you? But you have to realize that though I'm hurt, even though I feel pain, even though I may think about this moment when this happened to me in life, a person that haven't done anything to you, they don't deserve the treatment that you given to them. And they wasn't the one who did it. I want to make that clear, whether you a man or a woman. If a person didn't do anything to you, why are you doing that to them? Hurt people hurt people. It's nasty to be nasty, and it's nice to be nice. I'm Arthur J.
I'm Tor Sadell.
Like, subscribe, share, comment. Until next time, like we always say, peace.